In the summer of 2003, a junior analyst at Britain's government communications headquarters sat down at her computer and opened Excel. She wasn't hacking classified servers. She wasn't stealing state secrets. She was doing something far more mundane. She was organizing names. Her name was Catherine Gunn, and that spreadsheet would bring one of the world's most powerful intelligence agencies to its knees. It started with an email, not the kind you'd expect to topple governments, just a memo from the National Security Agency in America asking GCHQ for a favor. They wanted Britain to spy on United Nations Security Council members, the smaller countries, the ones whose votes they needed to justify invading Iraq. Catherine read it once, then again, and something inside her broke. See, this wasn't about terrorism or national security. This was about manipulation, blackmail wrapped in bureaucracy. They wanted dirt on diplomats, personal secrets, vulnerabilities they could exploit to force a yes vote on war. She could have deleted it. She could have said nothing. But instead, Catherine did something terrifyingly simple. She printed the email, and she leaked it to the press. Within days, the story exploded. Britain's intelligence community scrambled. The government denied, deflected, then finally admitted it was real. But here's where it gets strange. They arrested Catherine under the Official Secrets Act, a crime that could send her to prison for years. The trial date was set, the prosecution prepared. And then, at the last possible moment, they dropped the charges. Why? Because Catherine's defense was planning to argue that the Iraq War itself was illegal, that the intelligence used to justify it was fabricated, that the entire operation violated international law. And the British government realized something terrifying. If this case went to trial, if Catherine's lawyers started pulling on that thread, the whole thing could unravel in open court. So they let her go. Not because she was innocent, but because proving her guilty would have required admitting something far worse. The spreadsheet she created, the simple list of names and contacts she passed to journalists, it wasn't sophisticated espionage. It was just the truth, organized into rows and columns. But sometimes, that's all it takes. Catherine Gunn lost her job, her security clearance, parts of her life she'll never get back, but she never went to prison. And the memo she leaked, it's still out there, a reminder that the most dangerous thing to power isn't a hacker or a spy. It's someone with access who decides they've had enough. One spreadsheet, one moment of conscience, and suddenly the machinery of war had to answer a question it never wanted asked. Was any of this ever legal at all? The system protects itself, but every now and then, someone like Catherine Gunn reminds us that it's built on something fragile, the assumption that people will stay silent, and when they don't, even the most powerful agencies in the world can be brought to a standstill by something